Okay, by now you should have gotten back your quiz 1 with some corrections I wrote to you on it. I'm going to pick a few things that I want to talk about as a class. First one is this guy. Some of you did not make sure that your calculator was in degree mode. So check it right now, and you're going to do this with me. Secondly, secant is the reciprocal of cosine. I want to see this written on your paper, that you understand that it's the reciprocal of cosine, but you cannot change the angle. Nor do we use the cosine inverse button, because the cosine inverse button says I'm looking for an angle. Do not use that button. I'm not looking for the angle. I'm looking for the value. Reciprocate, keep the angle. Okay, secondly, number 2. Right here, secant is the reciprocal of cosine. So a lot of you went to here. But what you didn't do is say, well, where is cosine a positive? It must be quadrant 1, and it must be quadrant 4. Those are the only places that x values are positive. Then you go over here. Tangent should be a negative. Well, tangents are negative only in quadrant 4. Now, a lot of you did do this, but then you skipped a really important fact. Oops, 5 goes up here. Ignore that. Okay. Double check. 5 goes to the right. It should be a positive, even though it says it right there. A lot of you found the square root of 11 for me, but hey, look, he's going down. I need you guys to pause and look at that and make sure he's a negative. So the biggest thing I saw as you listed out all of your functions is that the sine should have been a negative, the cosecant should have been a negative because of this. Same with tangent should have been a negative. Also, tangent should have been a negative because it was listed as a negative up there. And cotangent should have also been a negative. So things to look for. On the back, fully explain a radian. First thing I was looking for. You're telling me that it measures an angle. That's what it does. That's important. That's stating what it does. Second thing I was looking for is I was looking for you to tell me that the angle's arc length is 1 radius. Those are the 2 things I was looking for. I did love that a bunch of you said 1 radian is about 57 degrees. That's fine, but that's because of this. This must be stated. This is what it does, and this is why. Okay, moving on. Graphing part. This guy, right here. First of all, I place the y-axis. And I'm going to place it because it's a positive sign. So I don't place it in the middle here because it goes down. I can place it right here because it's going up. So here goes the y-axis. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to label that y-axis with the vertical shift at -2. And then it goes up 1/2, so this guy is -1.5. And down 1/2 is -2.5. Done with the y-axis. Now look at it and decide that the x-axis should be above, like somewhere up here. That's not really right with, but here's 0. There's not a good gap right there, but that's where I want to see 0. Okay, and then the fourth thing that you're going to do is you're going to label. So I'm going to look specifically for tick mark, middle, down, middle. I want to see that fourth tick mark. Okay, your period, number in front of the x, 2 pi divided by that number in front of the x is just 2. And we're going to label it 2, 1, and then 1/2 and 3/2. This is something you need to know. Okay, number 3. First of all, this is a problem I pulled out of the book. That day you were all running out of class. Served you well to run out of class because this was important to me. I'm just going to do a super quick sketch of this. Okay, first of all, it says day 29, it's at 0. Day 36, it's up to 1/2. Okay, day 44, it's up to 1. And day 52, it's back to here. Oh, sorry, 0.5. And then day 59, it is back to here. All right. First answer I could have gotten is that you could have recognized it was a negative sign. I'm going to hold off a second there. Secondly, it started at positive 0.5. Thirdly, it went down 0.5, so the amplitude is 0.5, and up 0.5. What a bunch of you were forgetting was your period. So 4 tick marks, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is day 52, so 2 pi over what, give it a letter, equals 52. Hey Laura, can you pause a second? Okay, so 2 pi over b is 52. So I'm going to cross multiply. And I'm going to reduce. I took a lot of different answers, but one of the answers you can put in for period is pi over 26. Okay. I also accepted answers for shifting this. A negative cosine, so still negative 0.5 cosine. You can keep the same, pi over 26. You notice how close to a month that is, pi over 30. And then shifting it to the right 29 days. Okay, that is it. These are things that we need to know. So fix up your quiz for me, and I will see it on Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday it is. I will see you guys then. Goodbye.